everybody. We're back here on BCTV. This is Senior Solutions. Keeping up with us. There's always something happening, trying to make sure that those of us here in Southern Vermont are able to age successfully. So thanks to BCTV, today we're going to bring you a program about our memory cafes. And here today we have my co-host, Jim Collins.
Hello, everybody. We're going to start talking about Memory Cafe, especially the vision and the benefits to our seniors. So I think it's going to be an exciting conversation.
Yeah. And Valerie Stewart is here with us. She has been running and overseeing the activities at the Memory Cafe in Brattleboro for the last couple of years. So if anybody can answer questions and tell you about it, Valerie's the one. We're just here as the supporting cast. And you know me, I can't stop talking, so I'll be throwing in little tidbits here and there. Valerie, you want to take away and give people an idea of when it happens and what it is and where it is?
Sure. So I think now, these memory cafes have been running for almost 2 years in the Brattleboro area at the American Legion. This year, 2023, they were at and will continue to be at the American Legion. They were generally on the fourth Monday of the month. They'll be on the fourth Monday in this month, November 27th, but next month, because Christmas falls on the fourth Monday, they will occur on the third Monday. So Monday, December 18th is our December Cafe, and November 27th is our November Cafe. But at any rate, we have a pretty loyal contingent of caregivers who come with their loved ones. Generally, the group ranges in size from probably, 10 to 12 people, maybe 6 or 7 caregivers, and maybe 3 or 4 loved ones. And the format is generally the same. It's at the American Legion. There's a big room there. We divide the group up into 2 parts. One part, the caregivers sit at one table and benefit from exchanging information with each other, offering support for each other. And sometimes we have a speaker on a relevant issue. And the loved ones sit at another table, and we have some really great volunteers. Reverend Janice Chillick, she plays her guitar and invites people to sing along. And then Walter Stover, he is there and he plays games, everything from balloon volleyball to, different, word games. So, and the people who sit at that table have, for the most part, pretty progressed dementia. And Joann frequently sits at that table with them.
And they regularly beat me at balloon volleyball.
Yes, Joann.
I can't keep up.
Well, that provides a laugh.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. So at any rate, but it's nice. I think the loved ones enjoy getting out into a social environment, as do the caregivers, of course. And I think it really does offer some respite for the caregivers to get out, socialize a bit, and commiserate with their fellow caregivers about really the challenges that are entailed being a caregiver 24/7. So
yeah, I think that's a really important piece. You're right. A big important piece of it is to help the caregivers. Do you mind if I give you a couple of statistics?
Yeah, no, go for it. People will be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, here in Vermont, apparently there are about 13,000 people who are currently diagnosed with some form of dementia.
Yeah.
Those of us who are 65 years and older, that's, quite a big number. And out of, those people who have dementia, they have the services of 30,000 caregivers, most of which 80% of those caregivers are family members.
Right.
So, Jim and I were talking and saying, boy, that's so hard on the caregivers because they do it out of love. And many of them about half of them have to take time off of work or cut back their hours altogether. And that leads to a lot of, can I say, isolation, stress. They get exhausted, and they also have incredible financial burdens.
Yes.
So this is a free service where they can come and commiserate with each other and learn some things and, find out they're not alone.
Exactly. And I want to mention as well that people with debilitating conditions other than dementia are welcome to come to the cafe. We have a person whose husband has Parkinson's. So they're welcome to come. Caregivers are more than welcome to come alone. They do not have to bring a loved one. They're welcome to come alone. And the other people we welcome, as Joann well knows, is people themselves who have Alzheimer's, who have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. There are really no support groups for those people. And we have two regular people who attend, and both of them are, really pretty much have all of their faculties, but they do have dementia. And I think they find it kind of consoling to go and be
Sure.
with other people who are dealing with dementia. So just wanted to mention that people with dementia at any rate, at any level, are also welcome to join us.
Yeah, I think there's a lot in common with the person that has Alzheimer and also the loved one that's dealing with it. I think there's so much degree of frustration for each of those persons, whether it's the caregiver or whether it's the person with Alzheimer's. On what degree, and so we're having the same feelings. That's the thing. How do you deal with that? And how do you get through that? When you're talking to other people that are going through those same things, you often come up with ways to deal with it. And because I think everybody is operating on the love for each other, and that is a key to success.
Exactly. And I will mention too that we, the Alzheimer's Association Vermont chapter is our partner in this venture. So we do supply information about how many people and from what zip codes attend each memory cafe. And I think that helps the Alzheimer's Association keep its finger on the pulse statewide of how many people have dementia and who's benefiting from memory cafes and other events like that. And the other thing I want to mention is that we have had a lady from the Alzheimer's Association come and visit us once or twice and talk about the difficult behaviors associated with Alzheimer's, from sunsetting to impulsiveness to outbursts of, anger and that sort of thing, which are just part of the disease. They're really not the person, they're the disease. Manifesting itself in an outward way. So,
and hopefully we'll get caregivers to come bring their loved ones, because at the Memory Cafe, there's no judgment. Nobody should feel uncomfortable.
Very good point, Joann.
And
absolutely.
I think that's important for people because they feel very stigmatized many times.
Yes.
And they're afraid to go out with their loved one. They're afraid that they might say or do something inappropriate. At a memory cafe, we don't care.
That is true.
We're happy to have them and happy to work with them and just relax with them or sing with them, whatever. And
absolutely,
the loved one can relax, and so can the caregiver.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
I would think so. I think I haven't been to one, but I plan to, and I kind of vision there's a lot of laughter sometimes.
Oh yeah,
that makes that's a good sign, if you ask me.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And we also have snacks.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and the other thing, people really, Joann is right. It's a very supportive, non-judgmental environment. And the caregivers can also rest assured that our volunteers will keep an eye on their loved ones. I mean, they're all in the same room, but it just gives them a 2-hour break from, helping their loved ones and supervising them. Yeah, eyes on, exactly as Joann indicated. Yes, it's true. And Joann, you're starting a couple of new memory cafes up your way and then out in Wilmington, correct?
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, we're going to have one opening on Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th.
Right.
So it will be another day that will live in infamy because our Memory Cafe in Chester will be opening. And we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be held at the community room, the Willard Hall at the Episcopal Church on Main Street there on Route 11 in Chester. Nice parking in the back behind one of the neighboring buildings, which is a level walkway into this facility. So it's an ease of entry and exit. Nice sized room, not as big as the American Legion, but certainly adequate. A nice kitchen where we can put out our snacks, bathrooms right off the room. And we already have 6 wonderful volunteers to help. Amazing, I would say overly qualified volunteers.
Wow.
There's a doctor from Connecticut who is a geriatric professional, 3 registered nurses who have worked or are working in elder care facilities, a former publicist, and the priest of the Episcopal Church is participating. And then you have me. So
that's the challenge.
I know I'm like the oddball in the group, but we're looking forward to really having a wonderful supportive group there. And I can't wait to get started. I mean, the first day will be interesting as we figure out where in the spectrum many of our loved ones are, so we can customize activities for each individual. And gosh, I'm so excited about it. So that's one. Then in January, I'll be opening one in Wilmington at the old firehouse, where we currently have outreach people on I think it's the 1st and 3rd Thursday, and I'll be there, I think, on the 2nd Thursday. Anyway, that's going to be, I'll be chumming around in the Wilmington area for volunteers.
Oh, good.
So we'll be figuring that out. And ultimately, hopefully up in Thetford, we will open the next Memory Cafe probably end of March, early April. Depending on the weather.
Exactly. That's great. And if people forget any of this information, they can just check out our website, Senior Solutions website. And they'll have information about the memory cafes. You also can always call the helpline and they'll refer you to me or Joann and we can answer your questions.
But I also want everybody to know about the Memory Cafe in Ludlow, which is not part of, it's not run by Senior Solutions, but even better, our former volunteer director is running it. And the one in Ludlow is the 2nd Thursday of the month.
Yes.
And that's right up there at the Black River Community Center.
Yeah.
So they're there 2nd Thursday. So people have an opportunity to go to many different ones if they can, or if one day they're supposed to go and it snows or it's bad weather or something, they can't get their loved one out.
Exactly.
Then when the other one is available the next week, they can hit that one.
Exactly. Yeah. No, so that's good. And the other thing people, especially loved ones who are watching this or friends and family of people who know people who have dementia, Senior Solutions does offer 2 caregiver grants to support care and give respite to caregivers. So if you're ever interested in finding out more about that, you can call our helpline and the helpline will refer you to the appropriate person to find out more about these dementia respite grants, which basically cover the cost of care of a respite provider so that the caregiver can go out and do their shopping or go to the doctor or things like that.
Yeah,
One of them is based
right.
on income in order to be eligible, and the other one, there is no income eligibility requirements. So
And
at any rate,
we also have the Gathering Place down in Brattleboro,
yeah,
who, they accept Medicaid.
yes,
So if you're a Medicaid person who
yes,
has that for insurance, that
yeah,
will be covered probably at the day facility at the Gathering Place.
yeah.
There's
That's
also an adult daycare at the Springfield Hospital. So both Windsor County and Windham County each have an adult day facility.
yes,
Now, many times, if you're not on Medicaid, it's more expensive, but sometimes there are certain healthcare insurance programs that will help pay for it. And you
yes,
don't
and
have to do it every day.
yes, and I think Joanne in Townsend here, nearby in Townsend, Grace Cottage Hospital. I think there's a regular caregiver support group. It's not a group
Nice.
people
At
bring their
Grace
loved
Cottage.
ones
Yeah,
to. Yeah, at Grace Cottage. It's
yeah,
not.
Grace Cottage. Yes,
Good, good.
Do you
has
know
a
about
very,
that
very
one?
good reputation.
Yeah. So people could contact Grace Cottage if they're interested in that support group. I don't know the date, but that might be something caregivers would want to
That's,
look
the
into.
more resources there are,
Mhm.
the
Yep,
better it is for everybody.
Right, right.
So,
absolutely,
I
absolutely.
would, you're right, I would encourage people to check our website, which is www.seniorsolutionsvt.org. And our
Absolutely.
helpline,
Yeah.
1-802-885-2669.
Joanne's got it memorized.
Don't ask me
Well,
my
you've
own
never
phone.
got it wrong, so that's good.
I don't know my own phone number, but I know that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, so I mean, these memory cafes really are great. They're great ways to hear about different resources and things that caregivers can and their loved ones can benefit from. Last month, we heard about a caregiver who told us her husband has Parkinson's. So there is a Parkinson's support group in the Brattleboro area.
Oh,
I don't know the details on that, but I could certainly find out if anybody was interested in finding out more about that.
very
Um,
good.
yeah,
And
so
we should be able to put that into the resources section of our website.
yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we'll
Yeah,
find out, Joanne, this
okay.
coming
Yeah, we'll
Brattleboro Memory
talk.
Cafe. Yeah, and
We'll get it going.
that would be
If people are out there, if they're, they're unsure, is that for us or what? Give it a try, because I think you'll
yeah,
find that you will like it. You'll take something from it, and that can improve your life. And give it a shot.
yeah, it's true. It's worth
We have nothing to lose.
giving
And
it a
the
shot.
fact is, if your loved one says, "Oh, I don't know if I want to go," if they have on their pajama bottoms and a slippers, okay, who cares?
Yeah,
Right. Yeah,
We don't care.
exactly.
None of us
Yeah,
are going to be dressed up in the business suits.
yeah,
We just will love to have people come. We want everybody to feel wanted and
right.
needed and cared
yeah.
for.
Yeah, and it is true that is a challenge for a lot of the caregivers. A lot of the caregivers who come with their loved one talk about, oh, it
Yes,
took me 2 hours to get her out of the house this morning, etc. So that can be a real challenge.
sure.
And the other thing for people who can't get their loved one out of the house, we do have other volunteer programs, the home visitor programs,
Mhm.
senior companions, and vet to vet and friendly visitors
Right.
that do one-on-one home visits about an hour a week for a person. And that can also provide respite for a caregiver so they can go out and do a few of the things they need to do.
Exactly. Well, I was
So,
telling you yesterday, I went with Gordon to meet up with his
oh,
new
yes.
person, right? And lovely couple. The husband has some kind of dementia, so the wife doesn't like to leave him alone.
Yeah.
So she, how does she do her grocery shopping
Yeah,
and
it's
things
very
like
hard.
that?
It's very
So
hard.
Gordon will go over and spend a little time with him. She can go shopping.
Exactly.
And I believe she has a sister-in-law who always comes to her house because she can't leave her husband alone. So now she can go see her sister-in-law.
Isn't that
Gordon will
nice?
be there. And the fellow is so nice.
Yes.
He just he's not real steady on his feet, which is why she doesn't like to leave him alone.
Yeah.
And there must be so many couples and
Yeah.
families that are living
Struggling
like
with that. Yeah.
they're scared to death to
Yeah.
leave their loved one, might fall down the stairs, might
Yeah.
conk their head. They
Yeah.
don't want to leave them unattended.
No.
Well, we're there to help, and that's what this is all about. And the other thing is that really new friendships come out of all of this.
Yeah, it's
That's
really
so important.
Yeah,
it's
talk about laughing.
Yeah,
The
it's
four of
really
us were
true.
laughing for an hour and a half yesterday. And that's good for everybody.
that's for
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely. And so for one of our home visitor programs, for viewers to know, you can also call the helpline, and the helpline will, send your information over to Joann and I, and then we will follow up with you to see what
Absolutely.
your needs are, where you live, and find out all the vital contact information we need for our records. So if you're
Yeah.
interested in, getting a volunteer, you can do that. And also, if you're interested in being a volunteer, we're always in
Right.
great need of volunteers.
Yeah.
So call the helpline, tell them you're interested in volunteering, and we'll be in contact. It's really not a heavy commitment. It's only an hour a week, and it just brightens someone's world so incredibly for you to go and visit them, just have a cup of coffee or go for a walk. Little things go a
Yeah.
long way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's like
So,
no downside.
yeah, there really isn't. So,
It's what I like to call a win-win-win situation. The,
absolutely.
the loved one wins because they get to get a friend, somebody who
Yeah,
pays attention to them, keeps them
yeah,
connected.
yeah,
The caregiver wins, gets a little break, and the
it's true.
volunteer wins because they feel terrific for bringing happiness to somebody.
That's absolutely right.
Absolutely. And as you two well know, I mean, a lot of these relationships have gone on for many years. I've been with the program or with Senior Solutions as a home visitor coordinator for I think going on 4 years. And some of the relationships I set up 4 years ago are still going strong. So it's
Nice.
really, really great for
Yeah.
both parties in terms of the home visitors benefiting too. A lot of the home visitors themselves are over 60 and they're retired. They don't know exactly what they want to do with themselves. They want to be productive and have a purpose. And this volunteer opportunity is really great for them. And, it really fills a void in both parties' lives. So,
Yes.
can't say enough about volunteerism and how good it is for everybody. Studies show volunteers really, have a greater sense of self and, live longer, do better because they have a sense of purpose.
And I have a pre-pub alert for you. When we were talking yesterday about, the vet-to-vet volunteering, and we heard Walter's describing his early years in the Army,
Yes.
I contacted him right after the show and asked him, would he write that up? Write
Oh,
up
good.
about some of those wonderful, interesting experiences he
Oh,
had.
yeah,
We're going to
yeah.
put it in our December newsletter.
Oh, great. That's great. Yeah.
So, yeah, so he's going to do that. So I want anybody out there, if you don't get our Senior
Newsletter.
Solutions newsletter,
Yeah.
go onto the website, www.seniorsolutionsvt.org, and go down and punch in that you want the newsletter. Just give us your email address.
Yeah.
And every month you'll find out what's new, what's interesting, and what in the world crazy things the Senior Solutions doing now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you can find out a lot of interesting information. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a member of the Honor Guard, Walter, in his early career. He's now in his 80s. So it was a long
Yep.
time
He's
ago.
put
But
a lot of time basically as a universal volunteer.
oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but
No, he
very interesting. So, there are a lot of people out there that are going to be watching this show that have had amazing experiences. And if they volunteer, not only will we find out about it, but the people they visit will be inspired.
it's true.
Young people will be inspired.
It's
And
true.
it just boggles my mind how many good things come out of volunteer programs.
It's true. And the other
So,
thing, Joanne, is, we're always looking, as you know, for volunteers to help at the memory cafe. So if someone just wanted to give, 2 hours a month to be at a
Yep.
memory cafe and, be part
Yeah.
of the table that has activities for the loved ones, that sort of thing, help
Yes.
with setup, that would be great. So they can
Yes.
call the
So if
helpline and we could set them up with that too.
so, if anybody lives in the Brattleboro area, the Chester area,
Yeah.
the Wilmington area,
Yeah.
not yet for Thetford, but that'll be down in the spring.
good.
So just, let us know that you've got 2 hours a month that you'd like to have some fun, meet people, and do something good for your community.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good job.
Yeah. So I think we've covered a lot of territory. Did we forget anything?
I don't think
No,
so.
I just think that just getting the word out
Yeah.
is the key.
Yeah,
And so for us,
Absolutely.
December 7th, it's not just about Pearl Harbor.
that's right.
Right. Right.
Oh, and also the
Absolutely.
end of Medicare enrollment, open enrollment.
Oh,
But
December 7th. Yeah, which we help with too.
Yes.
that's right.
And
Anybody that has
just,
questions on that, they need to call the helpline.
yeah, well,
And we
yeah,
have can give
yeah,
expert advice, not telling you what to do, but give you the choices that might meet your needs the best and are not more costly
Yeah.
than you're doing now.
exactly.
It's your medical need
Exactly.
and your pocketbook.
That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Pretty much any subject that a senior needs information or help on, they can call the helpline and the helpline can either, provide the assistance through senior solutions, various staff members, or refer the people to where they can get help on a certain subject.
Right.
Yeah, so to remind everybody out there, don't wait any longer if you're going to need fuel assistance. Because I
Oh,
can
yeah,
tell you
that's a good
today, I
point.
woke up, it was 14 degrees.
I know.
And
Shocking.
if you wait until January or February, you don't get many benefits because the heating season is, over halfway done. If you do need heat assistance, now is the time to
Call.
call us and say,
Good
I
point.
want to get fuel assistance,
Great
or
point.
3 Squares, or take part in any of the nutrition and wellness programs.
Right.
Absolutely.
We have the staff, we have the information, we can help. That's what we're here for. Besides putting on wonderful BCTV programs. So,
Absolutely.
so we're friendly, we're helpful, we care, and our mission is to help us all age successfully in the home of our choice here in southeastern Vermont.
Absolutely.
Valerie, you've been tremendously helpful with this.
Oh, my pleasure. Yep. Always feels good to help people. So, yep. And
That's
you too,
right.
Joanne. And
Well, I think that comes across with every person that is affiliated with Senior Solutions.
Mhm.
it's
They
true.
care about other people.
Yep,
It's
absolutely. Our
true.
case
It is really
managers,
true.
everybody.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess we better bring this to a conclusion so people can get back on the phone and call the helpline.
Absolutely. Joanne.
All right,
Oh, well,
Valerie, I'll
thanks for,
see you soon.
yeah,
Happy
great to
see
see
ya.
you guys.
Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Yes, you too. Bye. Happy
Bye-bye.
Thanksgiving, everyone. Enjoy.